Now is Helal Al Marri, the Director General of Dubai Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing. Good to have you, sir. I appreciate it. And I think, look, I understand the measures that are being taken. And I think probably one of the most original and innovative is this idea of COVID tests upon arrival. I understand how it's going to work, I get it, but do you think people will be willing to make the journey in the first place?
Well, good evening, Richard. First of all, let me say hi to everyone, and let me also say our thoughts and prayers go out to all those affected by this pandemic. And also the thanks to all the people who've been working on the front line for these past months, taking care of us all. With regards to your question, look, I mean, there are certain travel requirements. I don't think the COVID test is the only thing we have. So first of all, people who are coming to Dubai, they need to make the health declaration, which the airline provides. In Dubai airport, you also have all the thermal imaging, which, they need to undergo. Now, people can take the COVID test before they come. And many people do opt to do that. It's valid up to 96 hours before. For those who don't, they need to take it in the city. And that's our way of safeguarding really everyone coming into the city. And again, this ensures we don't need to apply quarantine to those who test negative. And of course, those who test positive, they can be taken care of, either institutional stay, such as a hotel that's been set up, or if they need hospitalization.
So when do you hope that travellers, particularly from the EU and others, will be able to travel to the UAE, to Dubai?
Look, with regards to the situation with the EU, that's a very fluid situation. What we understand is these lists are being updated every couple of weeks. The authorities here are in touch with, the authorities over there and working on things. When it comes to the UAE, you have to appreciate that, we're following the WHO advice, which is test, test, test. And if you're doing that many tests, you will find some people who are positive and don't have signs. And again, it could be that we're slightly disadvantaged in that case. And unless everybody's looking at the same metrics, which is number of positive cases, per testing per 100,000.
Okay. What's your best guess, Helal, for when you would hope to see numbers, I guess, even approaching that which you had before? I mean, I know airlines are sort of saying 2022, 23. Some are going far out as 2025. Well, you've got Expo coming up. There's been talk about what you're going to do there. So what is the plan?
Look, I mean, I think you really need to think about how sentiments have changed. I mean, if we rewind 6 to 8 weeks, everybody was in lockdown and everybody was, in a much more pessimistic situation. Today, countries are opening up, yeah, albeit slowly, but I do expect, a lot of countries to open up over the course of the summer. So as we come into the fall and the winter, travel will normalize, albeit within this COVID situation. Once we look through that, to post-COVID, things, we're expecting to come back to normal. This is an event. There's not a systemic issue with travel overall. People still really want to go on holiday. We can see that from the searches online and from the demand.